Hola, people. Hello, Natalie. How's it going? I'm not technically late. I always say between 3 and 4. It is 4:03 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Northern California. We had to run errands. We really did. I'm crocheting something and I needed a specific color, and of course, I have like this huge thing of yarn, but I don't have that specific color. So, had to do that. And I'm looking for, the like pet brushes that are like the little metal, like the metal bristle thingies. I'm looking for one of those damn things and I can't find one. Like I can't find one. And I will probably order, I know, but I'll probably order on Amazon because um yeah, I refuse to go to Petco and pay like $10 for one. I just need like a basic, simple, like pet brush so I can comb yarn and make it like all fuzzy. Anyways, I'm determined to find one, but I can't find one at the moment. So yeah, that's why I was a little late. What? A tarot mat? I want to see your tarot mats. Let me see your tarot mats. I love seeing stuff like that. Is on your business page. Did you take pictures? Do I know your business page? I feel like your business page is like purple broom. I always remember purple and broom, but I don't know if that's still the case. But yeah, I'm curious. So we're gonna work. Well, hello, Jade. Welcome. We're gonna work with what are we working with today? Les Vampires, the Vampire Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork is by Jasmine Becket-Griffith. So yeah, I chose two cards and um, okay, the purple broom. I knew there was purple and broom. I just forgot the apothecary part. Uh, See, purple broom like always stands out. Um, so yeah, well, hello, Tiffany, if I didn't say hello already. Okay, our first card of the afternoon. Our first card. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you yesterday, the day before. I'll tell you after, if I remember. So our first card is Burnt by the Sun, Ambition, Extension, and Reach. Le Vampires speak. There are times when you have set yourself a great task, when you have decided that you have within sight a glorious outcome. It could be an ambition or a relationship or a position or an achievement. But the meaning of this card is a warning, a caution to you. There is much that can come to you simply and with ease, but there are things in this world which we both share that must be earned. You must earn this next step, for it is as it is for us. Our nature is to live in the night, to be under the gentle, brilliant light of the stars, of candles, of the last moments of sunset or the first moments of sunrise. To be in the full glare of the light is not for us. And at this time, not for all, this time, not for all time, the fullness of your ambition will not be available to you. It must be earned, it must be deserved, and there is a path to walk and a road to take before you can get there. You may, of course, decide that we do not know of what we speak, or of you and your desire, and you may decide to reach as high as you can. And we say to you, when this sun you reach, as hot for when this sun you reach for burns with its fire, for it is a star made of fire, you will learn then what it is to be too eager too soon. There is a time and a place and a way in which we earn what will be ours. The desire is worthy of you. You are worthy of reaching it, but for now, the dream which you reach for, you are not yet ready for. There is more work for you to do first. Be wise. So I'm having issues communicating apparently and reading. But what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? The blessing is you will never know your potential unless you go beyond the limits you have set yourself. You may not succeed, but you will know a great deal more about yourself than you do now. And you are certain to grow through the experience. Begin with baby steps and persist. What does that say to you? working with this card, you must be mindful of what is safe and wise for you at this time. With the skills and training you have a way to go. You have a way to go before your changes are made. It is as if you are wishing to undertake a marathon without ever having run a mile. It is time to train, learn, and become strong. In time, the desire will be within reach. Patience and hard work both are priorities for now. Otherwise, there could be self-administered hurt and injury. So what does that say to you? And how does that make you feel? So let's talk about it, y'all. You can be a little chatty Cathy with me today if you want. But yeah, how does that make you feel? What pops up for you? Burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, and reach. And so I do feel this is expressing, um, ooh, well, hello, Nettie. Good to see you. Daunting. Embrace the growing pains and appreciate them. Yes. Yeah, and it's like it's really that. Look, we have a lot of wonderful things to offer. We have a lot of great dreams, and this is not saying we can't have it. And sometimes some things are so natural to us, we take them for granted, and we have to put ourselves in check right now. It's like, okay, be a little more patient, work a little harder, because this is something that has to be earned, and this is something that we, I'm so all over the place, and I apologize, but the thing that pops into my head right now is like, if you talk about witches and witchcraft and practitioners of witchcraft, you have people who have been, let's say, a witch for 20 years, okay? Shoot, I've been practicing for over 20 years. Oh my gosh. And let's say if I am consistent with learning and growing and practicing, well, there's something there. But if I am not, right? If I've been, flirting with this for 20 years, but I actually don't put in the work, you know, some things just come natural, or some things come easier than others. I have ambition, I have this excitement, like, oh, I love my path, I love the thought of it, but I really don't do anything. There's also that we have to combat with. We have to really understand that now is the time for us to put in the work. Now is the time for us to take a step back and actually you know do the grunt work. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah, it's building that strong foundation and recognizing that we are building a strong foundation. We have built it, and now it's time to reinforce that, re-strengthen that, and find more time to pay attention to what's going on there before we add on, before we expand our skill set, right? So for me, tarot, like, maybe it's time for me to really get back to the basics, and find out more about, certain cards before I add anything else on, any more divination or any more like enhancement in regards to advancement in tarot, right? Maybe right now it's like I really want to add astrology into my tarot practice, like, combine it, but maybe right now I need to learn a little more of my tarot practice, as well as my astrology practice. I need to keep them separate for a moment. Does that make sense? And I need to learn and educate myself more and put in the work at understanding how they can come together before I start implementing more of that work, right? So I feel like we have these excitements and these ambitions for our life, and that's okay, and it's not saying you can't have it, and it's not saying you don't deserve it, you're not worth it. It's just saying that right now we do have to earn it. Right now we do have to pay attention to the work that is required as an investment to get to where we want to be. So we need to make sure we have something to land on. Okay. So let's see what card two is. Card two, oops. Card two, enlightenment. So burnt by the sun, enlightenment. So do you see a pattern here already? There's like this light information, there's this data, there's brightness. So inspiration, epiphany, okay, innovation. That makes sense. Okay, for me, it'd be doing those practice charts in astrology and solidifying what I've learned versus taking a new course with new. Exactly, exactly. It's like, okay, we have the information, we have that data sitting with us, and so now it's more about putting it into motion, practicing it, and learning it from a practical standpoint. Right? I like that. Yes, thank you for sharing. Um, so enlightenment, le vampires speak. I don't know why I have to say le vampires like that. I don't know. While a vampire cannot walk in the sunlight, they are no strangers to various sources of light, and in fact adore candlelight and the gentle glow of beeswax. They find that working and reading and contemplating by this light is soothing, reflective, and comforting, especially when one is struggling to find answers to difficult dilemmas as you are now. And so the answer will not come to you by daylight. It will come to you at night, and it will come to you by changing the source through which you expect enlightenment to arrive. In order to find an answer to the troubling issue at hand, you must first change the habits that have brought you this dilemma. You must switch the sources you go to for information. You must consider looking at the dilemma in a new and fresh way, and you ought best consider asking for assistance from one who has great experience with this kind of dilemma. You have until now you have until now only sought justification as to why you should not have to endure this trouble, but there is an answer, and it is not to outrage or denial or avoidance. It is in seeking a fresh path through the forest, a light source unlike that of the sun, and advice from one who previously you were too proud to seek help from. The night has answers for you. Your shadows have the strengths you will need. Turn on a different source of light. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What pops up? The blessing of this card. There'll be a shift in your thinking and a breakthrough regarding a difficult situation. You'll be rethinking energy sources and creating alternatives for power and energy, independence and freedom of thought and thinking. Original stance, innovation, and strokes of genius lead to enlightenment. Holy crap, what? Is that a good holy crap? Is that a, oh my God, Batman? What is it? Let me know. And working with this card, make time to listen to your inner guidance, which will have bright ideas for you at this time. Attempt to move beyond habitual solutions to issues that feel entrenched. Dare to try something unusual and innovative. It might just work. So, what does that say to you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you notice a little, I'm so sorry, but not really, because this is good for us to this is this is good for us to contemplate. This is good for us. It sucks when we get slapped in the face or um kicked in the ass or whatever, but I guess sometimes. But it's okay. It is okay because we're in this together. Absolutely, it's okay. But it's really cool because it's this and it's like, okay, y'all, we can't keep like if we want change, we have to be willing to put ourselves in positions that maybe we were unwilling before. But I will have to say, like it's not a position that like we don't want or it's like we're not okay with. It requires our consent for sure. But it's like, okay, I understand that there is growth here, but I am so terrified of this growth. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. Does that make sense? But now it's like, okay, we recognize that, okay, I have to flirt with this idea because I do want growth, I do want to change, and I know I need to see situations differently. I know that in order for me to achieve what I want out of my life and situation, that I'm going to have to view this from different perspectives so I can actually create the pathway of success for me. Okay. And sometimes that means I have to ask for help, or that means like I have to be really honest with you or people in my life. Like sometimes it's like we don't want to ask for help because a lot of times. a lot of times people don't want to ask for help, and it's not because, they feel like they have to do it alone. It's because we are trained, right? We are trained that, what, when we ask for help, people don't really show up for us. And that's actually a little, makes us feel some type of way. It's like when we ask for help, a lot of times people don't show up for us, or when they show up, they make it about them. And it's like, I'm the one who needs help right now. I asked you for this, so please don't make this about you. Does that make sense? And so, but we have to move beyond that, because right now we have to recognize, like, what do I need for myself in my life? What do I need? And yes, I've always done things alone. I don't like asking for help, and I make sure to be that independent, but I also understand the power of assistance, the power of not having to go it alone. And I desire that so much, right? I desire that so much. So I have to also put myself in position where, what, this is going to be different. I have to be open. So when I ask for help, I can't expect it to be the same as it always has been. So maybe it's like I need to stop asking the same people for help, because obviously there's a pattern and they're not providing what I need. Or maybe I need to ask the same people, but I need to make very clear as to what I need from you. Does that make sense? So sometimes, again, we all have to be discerning how it applies to our life. So maybe if I'm asking the same person, it's like, look, I need help, I need assistance, and this is what I need from you. Please focus on this, right? So, but there's a pathway, there's a solution here. And I think that, I think it has I mean, obviously it has a lot to do with burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, and reach. Just know, like, know that you're so capable. You're so capable and worthy of the dreams that you have for yourself, and you're within reach of them. But don't reach too far without understanding and re-fortifying, re-strengthening your foundation, because you don't want that branch to break off and then you're just like falling on the ground, like, you fall off the tree or whatever, I don't know, tower or something. You fall down and there's no cushion. And that sucks because that will hurt, and then you'll have to go to like a chiropractor or you die. I don't know, one of those things. But it's not fun, you know what I mean? It's not fun. So be sure to not leap, like, don't jump, don't take that risk right now. Know what is within your means. Know that maybe I don't have that energy right now to fully invest. I'm so tired and I need that extra assistance. Let me focus on feeling as good as I can, and then let me ask for assistance, and let me be very clear as to what I need, and let me allow myself to receive that help. Let me allow myself to receive that assistance. Let people show up for me. I know it is possible, right? I know that, right? The artwork is really, really cool. Yes, yes. I know asking for help is a challenge, but we can do it. We can do it. We absolutely can. We absolutely can. So, what are your thoughts on these two cards? What are your last minute thoughts or perceptions? So, burnt by the sun, ambition, extension, and reach. This is a learning moment. It's not necessarily our time to shine. It's not necessarily our moment at right now. We're still kind of getting there. We're still nurturing or taking care of like a wound, or we're healing right now. We're still doing the work, and we're showing that we're invested. So we're showing the universe, God, goddess, gods, right? We're showing that we are actually invested and we're in this to win it. This is our life and we're making the most of it. And we're going to continue to do that. So we are working hard at it. We're investing in ourselves, and we recognize, like, okay, everyone has their moment. And right now it's not my moment. And that's okay. I'm fine with that, because I know that my moment is here. It's coming. But right now I need to I need to put in some work, right? Before I actually go and do the things, all the things. And enlightenment, it's like, okay, now I recognize that I need to tune within. It's not about looking, it's not always about looking for outside source for the answers. I need to look within myself. I need to connect with my own spirit, my own relationship with myself. And I need to bring out the information that I need, and I may need to ask for help, ask for assistance when that comes up for me. I might need to put myself out there, but I won't know until I listen to my spirit. I listen to the information that is being provided to me, and so I need to think more. I need to meditate a little more on what the best course of action is, and I need to listen. I need to listen. Right. So I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to share? And do something new, do something new for yourself. So if you don't ask for help, right, often, this could be a time for you to ask for help. If you're constantly asking for help, this very well could be a time for you to find a little more independence and try to do things before you ask for assistance. So this is a growing stage. We're in a growing phase at the moment. We're experiencing friction and challenge, but it's going to help us to really define, redefine, and invest into what we absolutely want. Right. So with that being said, I hope that these two cards that came up for us today, I hope that they gave you something to think about. Definitely gave me something to think about. Being a master of your own anger and frustration is difficult for me. Oh my gosh, I know. I know. But I just feel like that's just I don't think we're ever masters of anything really, but especially not our emotions. I feel like we get to a point, especially as we age and experience, right? I feel as we mature and experience, we get better, because I know, like, if you've been with me since the beginning, you know my emotions. Like, you've seen me super like emotional, responsive, defensive, with that fight, that sort of like that. I don't want to say amateur, but the young, fiery mentality, right? And as I've grown and as I've found more healing and confidence in myself, and I'm better at handling situations. I've not mastered my anger or frustration, but I've learned to work with it. I've learned to adapt with it. I've learned a lot from it, and so it's time, right? It's time. Uh, Difficult, but doable for sure. Well, thank you, thank you. So I like this. I don't know. I'm just happy. I like this, and I'm excited for all of us. I am going to head out. Um, Yes. Oh my gosh, maybe I'm not going to head out. You keep saying some good things. Even the phoenix burns before it grows, and it is so accepting of the burn. Yeah, because it knows its nature. Like, it trusts itself. It knows that it's here for a purpose, and that it will burn and it will turn to ash. But it also knows that it will come again. Like, it will be again, right? It will keep on. So yeah. Acupuncture helps with emotions. Oh my god. I've always wanted to try acupuncture. Like, that's fascinating to me. Yeah. Yes. Channeling it into creative energy. Growth is on the other side. Hey. All right, y'all. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, feel free. And if you want to support, just by commenting and engaging with me here, that makes all the difference. I love it. I love being able to communicate with everyone, even if I'm doing a really terrible job at talking on certain days. I enjoy our time together. You can click the various links in the description to show your support. There's various ways. Be sure to join my email list, because one of these days, hopefully before Samhain, I am going to send out a nifty email with like a formula or something beneficial and some, ramblings. But definitely join my email list so I can keep in contact with everyone. Um, and I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Yeah. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care and have fun.